Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another Slay the Spire stream. I'm your host, Vegetable Bread. I'm just fiddling with stuff a little bit because I changed my streaming software, so it's a little different now. Give me just a sec. All right, that looks all set up. We are, excuse me, we're trying to get some Ascension 20 heart kills. We're currently working on Silent. We got pretty close last couple days, but no heart kills yet. We had one run that even got like the Council of Ghosts event, which was like the best possible thing for Silent, but alas, we got killed. I don't remember what we got killed to, but it's in the history. And then yesterday we had a Unceasing top run. Very exciting. Died to Champ, it looks like. Yeah, we had Wraith Form and 3 Apparitions, as well as a Runic Pyramid. Pretty well set up, but didn't scale up our damage fast. Oh, that's right. We tried to poison Champ and didn't find a catalyst. Alright, so we're continuing the Silent hijinks today. I've changed it by streaming software, so I should have follower notifications if anybody follows. So I want to do 3 fights and then a fire, and then a bunch of these now options say you can have gold, so we're probably doing that. I think I'm willing to give up max HP. Max HP doesn't matter if you never die, or if you never go below that hit total. So we'll probably do this Fire Elite Fire, and then maybe a second Elite later. Or we can whip out and go this Fire and a lot of question marks. So I think I'll lose the max HP. So spending 6 max HP to gain 150 gold is kind of like selling a relic a little bit. You're like selling a strawberry for 150. And I think that at the very beginning of the run, it makes sense to want gold instead of let's see. So if we're sometimes Niao lets you spend all your gold to get health, but he generally gives you like 14 health if you spend all your gold. So he gives you like a pretty good rate on a mango, whereas now we're getting 150 gold back for a strawberry, which is a pretty unique option. You can't really gain gold by spending max health, other than I suppose at the like Golden Head event you can do that. If I spend 250, is that too much? Do I roll up to a shop with like 500 gold and buy the one good relic and the one good card and then have 300 left? I think that's a risk I'm willing to take, because if the shop has like 2 really good relics, like say the shop has like Frozen Egg and Snecko Skull, right? Like that's a run-winning early shop. But then it could also have like Ice Cream and Chemical X. You know, like there's a lot of like really crazy combinations that could like really win the game. And I think picking a whole bunch of money allows you to exploit those kind of options. Although it does accentuate something that Silent is already fairly bad at, which is having a low life total. But it doesn't actually hurt me. It just takes it. It doesn't do any like current HP damage. It just makes fires slightly less effective later. So it makes fires heal for 2 less, which I think I'm willing to sacrifice to gain 250 gold. All right. We could do this route as well and trade the shop for a question mark, but obviously we'll have the shop. So this is my favorite way to start out this fight. They're not attacking. Okay, should be able to block out here. That'd be kind of a neat treat to finish off this fight with 0 damage. Looks like it's going to happen. Usually that's not possible. Yeah. Okay. Dagger Throw is really strong. Sneaky Strike is also okay, but the only thing it combos with currently is Survivor. Concentrate is a great builder element sometimes, but you really need to have Unceasing Top or something else before you take Concentrate, because otherwise Concentrate is a total liability. Ice Cream, it works very well with. Tactics and Reflex, it works really well with the discard synergy cards. Come here, Coconut. Why are you yelling at me? Alright, but we're going to take Dagger Throw here. Does a bunch of damage, evens out our draws. I think we're going to break one and double defend. We're looking for Neutralize. If we get Neutralize, we get to break both and block out for a little bit more. So we'll hit this one because we want to neutralize the front one. Hey, look, we got it. So we're going to take one here because we played it optimally. Okay, we get to block out here and do some damage, set up for lethal. Crazy good RNG in these early hallway fights for some reason. They've been very kind. Footwork is excellent. Come here. I'm going to collect my cat. So just some absolutely crazy defensive options here. We got Footwork and Leg Sweep, which are probably the two best options for early silent defenses. Nope, can't step there. That's in front of the screen. Footwork makes all of our cards better. Leg Sweep increases our weak uptime and blocks for a lot. Leg Sweep is better against Gremlin Knob, where you want to play one skill. Rather than Footwork, which scales per skill. Footwork's probably better overall, but they're both really good. I think I'll take Footwork. Okay, we get to remove a card here. This is the most damage we've taken, so I think we can feel pretty good about that. I will remove a strike, even though we've only taken one offensive card because we were going to that shop. We get to develop Footwork and get a couple of strikes here. Developing Footwork is pretty good because it blocks for one this turn, and it's probably going to block for one next turn as well. Alright, hopefully we'll be able to kill next turn. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Picked up a potion, and we could take a second Dagger Throw, but I think I'll take Deadly Poison. Let's see. We're in danger of dying to Gremlin Knob. This is Gremlin Knob. Who's our boss? Boss is Slime Boss, so Deadly Poison is quite a bit better against Slime Boss, because you get to save damage for the split turn, and it does more damage overall by quite a bit than Dagger Throw. Yeah, we've got quite a bit of health right now, so I think we can play a skill against Gremlin Knob and probably survive. So I'll take Deadly Poison. All right, here's the big payoff. So we got Mummified Hand and Noxious Fumes. Seem like the big ones. Twisted Funnel is also very nice. Maybe the pick is Twisted Funnel and Noxious Fumes. So if we buy Mummified Hand, we can still afford Noxious Fumes. And then we have, what, 33 left over, so that would be it. We could buy Sucker Punch. I guess we would buy Sucker Punch, actually. So we would buy Mummified Hand, Noxious Fumes, Sucker Punch, or Twisted Funnel, Noxious Fumes. So this leaves 220, and then this eats 90 of it, so we'd have 130 left. So we'd probably buy a Sucker Punch and card remove. Twisted Funnel, Noxious Fumes, Sucker Punch, card remove. Those both seem pretty good. I think I'll take Twisted Funnel. It's 100 cheaper, so we get to remove a strike. And if we end up getting Catalyst, Twisted Funnel means you can cast it on turn 1. Whereas Mummified Hand means you kind of have to like hope that you find like a dash or something and then combo it with. It's just a little bit less clear how Mummified Hand pays off. Mummified Hand is generally better, which is why it costs 100 more. But I'm pretty happy with Twisted Funnel, Noxious Fumes, Sucker Punch, card remove. Alright, we're super low on attacks, so Gremlin is pretty scary. Go ahead and smith up, I think, Noxious Fumes. We did have Footwork already, so we would have had two powers to go with Mummified Hand. I didn't think about that. Also, Twisted Funnel doesn't really do anything against sentries, other than remove their artifact charges, which is something, I suppose. Alright, so we get to neutralize this one that's attacking, and then we can deadly poison the weak one. And then we'll dagger throw that one, and block most of the damage. Noxious Fumes is super good in this fight, so we'll just Noxious Fumes and block for as much as we can. Sucker Punch blocks for 3, so we could just do that. So we take 2 extra damage to deal 7. Yeah, I think I'll take 2 damage to do so. Alright. So if we do 6 damage to him, then he dies next turn before he attacks, so that feels good. Oh wait, that's not true. Oh yeah, it does, okay. So we're always going to defend. Let's dagger throw and see if we get another attack. We did. Kinda. We're going to use it to block though. Survivor Defend blocks out. I'll Deadly Poison the one with more health. He's taking 7, 9, 11 before he attacks again, which should be lethal. Yeah, it is. It's 27, so I'll poison the healthier one. Oh, I guess I can strike him as well, because this is I'm already blocked out. Okay, good fight. Fossilized Helix, quite good. I don't know if we need another copy of Dagger Throw. Our damage is pretty good with Noxious Fumes. It's not great against Slime Boss, though. In general, Poison is pretty weak against him, since when he splits, he loses all the poison. I mean, it's good to have poison damage so that you can have a good setup turn where you leave him at 76 with 10 poison or something. You can't actually kill him with it. And Noxious Fumes is a little bit of an exception to that rule because you apply it to AoE. So even if he splits into 4 slimes, they all get poisoned. But I think I need a little bit more damage to have that big turn where we break through, and that's Dagger Throw. I think we're going to go fight another elite. So let's get health, unless there's like a upgrade that's like super important. We could take a footwork upgrade. It's pretty good. Honestly, I think we could do footwork upgrade and fight another elite. I think we're probably not dying to Gremlin Knob. We'll decide after we do this fight, but we have to decide now if we're resting or not. I want to take footwork before I rest, because footwork saves you health, so you don't have to rest later. Alright, strike dummy. Well, that helps our damage a little bit. Unfortunately, none of our extra attacks are strikes. Alright, we're going to footwork, defend, and probably dagger throw. Let's dagger throw first to see what is in hand. Okay. Very unlikely to take damage in this fight. Okay, so we can block out here, save the buffer. And we can just kill you to save the buffer, and kill you to win the fight. Alright, the deck feels very strong, and Bane, I think, is enough damage to finish off Slime Boss. Or finish off preparing for Slime Boss. So we can pick defensive cards now, and I think we can take another elite. We don't have very much money, so we're kind of committed to this 2 question mark elite path. If we go this way. If we took the extra fire, we'd probably get an upgrade on Deadly Poison and Bane. I guess Sucker Punch has a pretty good upgrade. Yeah, 2 weak. But we could get upgrades in these question marks too. Ooh, heal for 20 seems very nice. So we were sort of like, do we rest or not there? And healing for 20 is like as much as we would rest for. So that's very nice. And it doesn't even cap out our health, so I feel great about that. We could take an elite now, but then we'd end up at a shop with 68 gold, so let's take another question mark. Bonfire Spirits. The only things that would increase our max HP are Footwork and Noxious Fumes, which we're not doing. So I think we're getting rid of a Strike, even though we do have Strike Dummy. Okay, this is the big test. I think we might actually block him next turn. Okay, good. We found Noxious Fumes. Let's see. Strike does 9 damage. Noxious Fumes does 9 damage if the fight is at least 3 turns. And I think I would struggle to make the fight less than 3 turns. So we will Noxious Fumes up. So if we block the first one, then the second one gets buffered. We would have to double block. I think this is the time for Distilled Chaos. Hopefully Footwork happens before Defend. It did not. So we can defend Deadly Poison Sucker Punch. He gets 6 strength. Oh no. If he gets 6 strength, then he hits us for 1 and breaks the barrier. So the only way to fit Deadly Poison is defend Deadly Poison. Which seems like a bit much. Is it though? It does 10 damage. Or 15 damage. Yeah, I think I will do it. So we're gonna defend Deadly Poison, block this round, and then he's gonna bounce off our buffer the round after that, and then the round after that we're gonna kill him. Is the hope. So we're doing 11 plus 13 plus 15, which is 39. So we only have to do 10 damage with strikes to pull that off over the next 2 turns, which I think is pretty reasonable. Okay. Yeah, that's 14 damage by itself. Yeah, he didn't even get to attack us. We kept the barrier up against against Gremlin Nub. That's insane. Yeah, I wish I could get another elite, but we can't. Dodge and roll is quite good. We have deck scaling already, so I think we'll take dodge and roll. It's good for setting up against slime boss too. We're feeling really strong, so I think we take another hallway fight. Alright, this is a very tough hallway fight. So we're going to double defend and then probably Noxious Fumes over Deadly Poison. Save the barrier. I think we just want damage this turn. Yeah, because he's dead now. Wow, Poison Potion? That's crazy. I don't think we're picking 1,000 Cuts. This is not that kind of deck. We do have 2 Dagger Throws, but no. And I'm going to pass on the other 2 as well. This is good. Alright, we're definitely getting a Smith in here. And it looks like we're going to Smith Deadly Poison. There's an argument for Neutralize or Sucker Punch. Actually, weak uptime is a pretty big deal against Slime Boss, because you really want to weak that first big attack. Although we have Buffer, so maybe we don't care about that first big attack, because that's definitely going to hit our Buffer. Fossilized Helix is so crazy against Slime Boss. So I think we just go for like either Deadly Poison or maybe even Bane. Bane is a pretty good upgrade. 14 to 20 damage, plus 6. Deadly Poison needs 3 turns to do that much damage. Yeah, I think I'll grab Bane, because Bane is better in the later phases of the fight, too. Alright, here we go, Slime Boss time. We'll get turn 1 Noxious Fumes and Deadly Poison. I think we're going to use the Poison Potion as well. And just develop the powers. I'm doing Dexterity over Bane Plus. Pretty debatable. I think you could go either way. But I want to get the most poison possible, so I don't really want to front load damage against Slime Boss. I kind of like this. I think we're just going to sit here and wait for poison to tick up and not do any other damage. Until we get at least into the next shuffle. So this is bouncing off our barrier. And now we get to start thinking about our tactical positioning around the number 76. So we're doing 19 and then 21 damage, which totals 40. 118 minus 40 is the same as 100 minus 22, which is 78. So we're already in pretty good shape. So I think we're just going to let that ride. Okay, we'll get rid of a slime. Just to check the math here. So he's going to 78, so if I strike him, he would break this turn. We don't want that. So we'll just develop some next turn block and pass. And then I guess we're triple slamming. I was hoping to draw some damage this turn, but wasn't in the cards. It's a pretty good split considering it was only poison. Okay, so we're probably going to Sucker Punch Survivor blocks out. So maybe we just Sucker Punch Survivor Deadly Poison. I think I like that. And then I'll deadly poison the one with more health, because the poison has more time to tick on him. Okay, so I probably need to pop somebody this turn to survive. The Spike Slime is at a lower effective health. They break at 22. So he's at 37. So I need to do 15 damage to him, which I can do with Bane Dagger Throw. And then I can neutralize the Acid Slime and defend. Let's see what Dagger Throw gets us. Okay, not useful. Do I need to do that? Yeah, he's at 28 right now. Alright, so we're not perfecting this fight, we're taking a little bit. Acid Slime is not breaking, so we should leave him alone and let him poison up. And then I guess exhaust 2 slimes. Alright, now Acid Slime is breaking on his own. This guy's dying on his own. So I guess we just punch Acid Slime and pass. $15's not a great break here. We can't kill one. So I guess we Sucker Punch one and Deadly Poison the other one. Yeah. Morning, Huntington. Yeah, I thought we were going to perfect it, but didn't quite work out there. We got a little bit too slimed in the end. Alright, we got another chance at 1,000 cuts, but I think we're still passing on that. Unload does a ton of damage, but I don't know why exactly I would want to discard all these cards. And Storm of Steel is sort of similar. It's like we don't really need that for damage. It's kind of a junk card. Yeah, I think we're passing on these. Unload hurts a little bit to pass on. But Unload fights with what's the like planning card? The super powerful power that used to cost 0 now costs 1. Morning, Troll Fun Forever. Finally got the name right. Feels good. We got Wristblade. Would have been super good in the last run. I don't know if we can afford Coffee Dripper. I would like to take an Energy Relic, but we don't really have anything super expensive, so I think we'll pass it, since that's pretty dangerous. And I guess we're taking Tiny House, because Wristblade is bad and Tiny House is strictly good. Doesn't do anything bad. Okay, we've got an Entropic Brew. Crippling Cloud is quite good, and sort of matches what the deck's trying to do. Dash also blocks. I'm normally not going to beg for followers, but if either of you is not a follower, could you follow? Because I added alerts. Now let's see if they work. But I think both of you are followers, so never mind. Yeah, we're definitely a poison deck. We got a Poison Funnel, or Twisted Funnel, and a Noxious Fumes. Oh, I heard one. Troll Fun Forever. Thanks for following. I wonder how I'm supposed to get that, like, on my screen, because I had to, like, switch back to OBS to see it. I guess I just need, like, another monitor. Is the real solution. Yeah, okay. It seems like that should not be... It seems like it shouldn't make an alert sound for that. Because then, like, you could just unfollow and refollow all the time. Make lots of sounds. Start bothering people. But, I trust you not to do the thing I just described out loud. We could take dash. We don't have a ton of block. We basically just have dodge and roll and footwork for our defensive cards, and I guess sucker punch technically. We have a ton of damage, so we're good there. Crippling Clad is also kind of a block card, but we do have a lot of weak already, or some weak. We have neutralize and sucker punch. Yeah, it does let you turn the sound off, but what I want is for it to only trigger on new followers, so that like I get the sound, and the notification's nice, and then I can engage with the new person, right? But then people can't troll me. Yeah, they probably do. I just switched over to using Streamlabs OBS and added their little widget, so I have not explored all the little checkboxes. We could take Heel Hook if we really think we have a lot of weak, but I don't think I have that much weak. So I think we're taking Crippling Cloud. All right. We have some money, so we'd like to go to the shop if possible. We could also go to this shop. We felt really strong at the end of Act 1. I don't know if that translates into being strong in Act 2. Because, for example, in the Slavers fight, Twisted Helix, it doesn't even block out the first turn, right? Oh, interesting. Did you unfollow and refollow again? Maybe it just worked because that was the first time that Streamlabs had seen you follow, even though you were previously a follower, because I didn't have Streamlabs enabled before. Sorry, as a software engineer, I'm always analyzing the weird behaviors of programs and thinking, how would I reproduce this bug? Which is something that irritates my wife. She's always like, I don't care why it's broken. I just care that it's broken. Can you help me fix it? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Okay. So we could get 2 elites over here, and then there's no 3rd elite. Or we could get 3 elites going this way. It's a little bit dangerous because this one is forced if you take that one. There's no way to get to a shop without taking 3 fights. Because we can go... Oh wait, no there is. We can go this way. We get 2 fights in the shop. So we go 2 fights, shop, and then if we're feeling super strong at this elite, we can go over here and take 3 fights. But if we're not feeling super strong, we can take this fire and then take 1 more elite. Or if we've got a wild hair up our ass, we can go fire, mega elite, which is something. So yeah, I like this 2 fight, 2 question mark line. Maybe so. I'm used to being like really afraid of Act 2 hallway fights as silent, but maybe that's not true for this deck. Maybe this deck is strong enough that Act 2 hallway fights are fine. Let's think about them. So there's like Mugger Thief, where we get our Fossilized Seal broken on the first turn. Yeah, it could just be a long cooldown too. That makes sense. Yeah. So the if you want to maximize how much time your face is on the screen, you should like find that time limit and just unfollow and refollow on a timer. Yeah, I think I like this question mark route. Because like birds, for example, Fossilized Helix is useless against birds. And we're not like mega strong against birds. We have some AoE, right? We have Twisted Funnel, Crippling Cloud, and Noxious Fumes. So we will kill birds, and it won't be like a big problem. But we need to like footwork and survivor them to like block the damage. Okay. Fossilized Helix is pretty good in this fight. However, poison is not. But we have so much poison that it looks like we can just plow through it. That's right, you got in before I got the alerts set up, so you can be all sneaky. So if we set up Noxious Fumes and Crippling Cloud, then we remove. He actually takes one of the weak, or takes 2 weak. Oh wait, no, he doesn't. Crippling Cloud removes both of them, and then Noxious Fumes will apply poison next turn. We could Sucker Punch Crippling Cloud if we really wanted to weaken him right now, but we don't really want to weaken him right now. So I think we do this. And get through all of his artifact charges on turn 1. Pretty neat. Let's Dagger Throw and look for more block. We didn't find more block, but we did find more poison. So he is almost dead. This defend doesn't do anything. Alright, so now we have to block this one out because we can't I guess it blocks for more to just play a defend than it does to play footwork, so I'll play the defend. Because he's dying after this turn anyway. So we take 10. Not too bad. Deadly Poison, that's what we needed. Okay, I don't think we need any of these. We're pretty good on damage, we need defensive stuff. Ooh, extra chest. Wow, that's nice. Time to spin the wheel. Hope I get a relic. Get a card remove. It's pretty fine. I think we're removing a strike, right? We're very close to having a completely useless strike dummy. That's okay. Alright, Chosen. She starts with a lot of health, so it's a lot to burn through, but we have a lot of poison, so we should be able to get there. Do we do more damage with Crippling Cloud or Bane over the long run? So Bane does 20, Crippling Cloud does 20 over the course of 5 turns. So what would those turns look like? It would be like 8, then 10, then 12, then 14, then 16? It's 5 turns? Yeah, I think even if we do that, we might not kill him that fast. Oh wait, we can do both. What am I talking about? Okay. Alright, we should be able to take 0 damage from this fight. This draw is pretty good. We're going to put the days in the deck before we Dagger Throw, so that we can draw one. But we didn't. So we can weaken her and then not quite block out, unfortunately. So she is going to burn our barrier this turn. But at least we're not taking damage. And then we get to kill her with the extra power from Strike Dummy. Power potions are good. Do we want a second Deadly Poison? I don't know. Deflect blocks a little bit. It does scale with footwork. It's good if we start getting some like backflips, but we don't have any backflips now, so it just kind of does less than other cards. The 0 mana is not like a super big deal. I think I would like to pick higher impact cards than Deflect, so I think I would skip rather than Deflect. Both Poison Stab and Deadly Poison are reasonable. I think it's pretty okay to have 2 copies of Deadly Poison, so I'll take it. Now we have a bunch of money, so we'll go to this shop. Ooh, Oddly Smoothstone is quite nice. Oddly Smoothstone card remove is reasonable. We could take Oddly Smoothstone Caltrops too. Get a solution for birds and a heart against Collector, so it's not like super good against him. This is another thing that Mummified Hands would be good against. Is Birds not possible? Is Birds only an easy fight? I think Birds is still possible. Let's look it up. Act 2. I guess it's you can't get multi-birds. Multi-birds is an easy one, but you can get chosen end bird. I guess I've seen all the birds I'm going to see, most likely. Okay, so we're not worried about birds. So maybe we don't want the caltrops. I mean, it is still good against heart, but I think we're trying to do catalyst against heart. Yeah, you're right, Huntington. We could take Ancient Tea Set. If we end up taking the 3 elite route, we never proc that against an elite. We only proc it against the boss. We could do that and then take the fight against that mega elite. We don't really need the extra energy though. This is kind of designed to be a 3 energy deck. I guess we do have the dagger throws, so we can use the energy probably, but I think Oddly Smooth Stone's probably the pick. We have a lot of deck scaling. We're kind of depending on that. So I think just Oddly Smooth Stone card remove. It's not sexy, but I think it's good. Alright, Slavers. We can AoE weaken them, that's nice. And then like Deadly Poison Footwork. Maybe we drink our potions this turn as well. Yeah, let's see what's in the power potion. 1,000 cuts does some damage. I guess I'll take that. Should be able to kill somebody maybe a turn sooner with that. Crippling Cloud blocks for a little bit. Obviously we're going to neutralize. If we Footwork Defend, it's basically the same as just regular defend, because we block the first guy and then the second guy breaks the barrier and the third guy hits us for 10. Also, if we just don't defend at all, we have Orichalcum, so the same thing happens. So let's just set up Footwork and Deadly Poison the back guy. I don't think we need the Entropic Brew to win this fight. I think we're in pretty good shape with 13 poison on him. Okay, so we didn't get lethal on the back Slaver, which is something I was hoping for. So I think we're going to like survive or defend with Noxious Fumes. And then Sucker Punch is lethal next turn. Let's see, if we survive or defend, we block for 21, and they're attacking for 21? Yeah, they're attacking for 21, so that seems pretty perfect. Okay. I guess I'll take 1 to develop 8 block for next turn. Okay. So now our weak has worn off on the front guys, so let's reapply it. And then I guess double defend. Oh wait, if we defend once, we're only taking 5. Let's see, he's taking 9 and then 11, so he's taking 20. So if I play 2 cards next turn, he's dead. Or 1 card next turn, because I'm playing 1 this turn. Yeah, I think we could probably try and take 0 this fight, for the rest of the fight. So if I dagger throw, I do 6, and he is at effectively 10. Plus I can block out, so there's no downside. Alright, that's a good fight. Eternal Feather. So we got a pretty thin deck, so that's not amazing right here. There's the Catalyst. I think we have to pick that, or risk never seeing it again. Malaise is good too, but Catalyst is pretty core for the build. I think we're going to take it slow. We're going to go to the fire here, especially since we just got Eternal Feather, so we feel pretty good about taking an upgrade here. And I think that upgrade's probably Catalyst. So this elite is either Gremlin Knob or Book of Stabbing, and against both of those, Catalyst is great. So I think we probably want to take that instead of the Mega Elite. Mega Elites are fun and all, but... wow, double attacks on turn 1. We have 4 energy, so we probably... Footwork, Sucker Punch, Double Defend. That's the max block. We could try and pull out some extra block with Entropic Brew, but I don't think that's necessary. Seems like an overreaction. Oh, we are getting our barrier broken to prevent 1 damage here. I should have thought about that a little bit more. Not much to do this turn. Wow, they're not attacking again. That's generous of them. I could develop Noxious Fumes, or I can Crippling Cloud Catalyst. If I Crippling Cloud Catalyst, he goes to 11, then 33 poison. And then he probably doesn't die this turn, next turn, actually, because he's... she's strengthening this turn. So he would die next turn. Okay, I think that's good enough. And then I'll keep Weak up on her, because he's already dead. Oh, she did heal. Well, shoot. That's not what I was planning around. So he's at 15, essentially, so we can kill him with Bane. Okay. Dagger Throw on her doesn't really do anything, but I guess it lets us develop Noxious Fumes. We don't have any side quests in this deck. And normally, you start thinking about how do you drag this fight out for as long as possible so you can finish your side quest against Mystic. Oh, crap. Well, we don't have any specific synergy with Artifact Potion, so I think we're going to spend it. Another dodge and roll is nice. I think I'll take that. Okay, so now I think we will take the Mega Elite. I wasn't planning on it, but with Regen Potion and Entropic Brew, that's kind of a crazy setup, and we get to heal for, 12 at this campsite and get an upgrade? Yeah, that's too good. I don't think there's any Mega Elite combination that could kill us there. We're basically never triggering Ornamental Fan, so I think this is a key. It's like theoretically possible for us to trigger it, but it's going to get less and less likely as the run goes on. It's like specifically Dagger Throw Neutralize Sucker Punch is like the only turn where it happens. We can take a... No, Crippling Cloud upgrade's probably not good enough. We just want a Deadly Poison upgrade here. We can also take Neutralize. Neutralize is pretty good upgraded. Let's see. So it can be anybody. Worst case scenario is probably like Strength Book of Stabbing. That's pretty scary. But I could see an argument for either Deadly Poison or Neutralize being better against Strength Book of Stabbing, because Deadly Poison means that we scale faster and that Catalyst actually kills him sooner. But Neutralize does prevent quite a bit of damage. I think we'll go Neutralize. So Neutralize there, it changes the way the card works, right? Because having a stack of Weak that lasts until next turn is like a big change in behavior, whereas the Deadly Poison upgrade just increases the scaling a little bit. It doesn't change how the card works. Alright, max HP Book of Stabbing. Not too big of an issue. We start with 4 HP, which always gets me a little bit. Or 4 energy. So we'll drink the regen potion. I think we'll go ahead and drink the entropic brew too. There's no reason not to. So we can duplication potion and energy potion. So we probably want to do that and then block out this turn. Let's see, we can block out this turn, right? Yeah, we can block for enough. So if we're playing those 3, actually we're going to Crippling Cloud, so let's do that now and see what his damage becomes. I think it's 5 times 2, but just to see. So we can block with these 2. We could theoretically duplication pot on dodge and roll. Yeah, you're right. We probably do want to do on Catalyst. That is a good. That's a good insight. So we definitely want a deadly poison, and we definitely want to both dodge and roll and defend. And then I think we don't want to dagger throw because whatever we draw we wouldn't be able to play, so we'll just get a little bit of damage in. I have left myself in a situation where I have to take damage this turn or regen doesn't work. So if we dupe Catalyst, it goes to 36 and then like 100. So that seems good. So we're actually taking no damage this fight. We are perfecting the Book of Stabbing Mega Elite, which is pretty insane. Bottle Tornado is nuts. We take a second Catalyst. I think we do take a second Catalyst. Because it's just, eventually we're going to have a 30 card deck, right? Maybe not. Maybe we just, like, stop picking cards. But I think, like, having 2 shots at hitting Catalyst in the deck, plus Catalyst is just good with Catalyst. So it's like, it's never bad. Even on, like, turn 1, if it's just a deadly poison with the Twisted Funnel, I'm pretty okay with that. Okay, and then obviously we're bottling Noxious Fumes, I think. I guess there's an argument to be made that we could bottle Footwork. But I think if we bottle Noxious Fumes on turn 1, then we finish the fight like 3 turns earlier on average against some fights, so I think we do that. This kind of deck does have a little bit of problems against like Transient. Transient can be kind of challenging. So we're going to Noxious Fumes, and I think we're going to Crippling Cloud, because it applies 12 poison, and that's a lot. And the last one could be either Catalyst, or Deadly Poison, or Dodge and Roll. Or Sucker Punch, actually. Make the week last a little longer. Catalyst does 8 poison. Deadly Poison does 5 poison, but I get to keep the Catalyst. I don't think the fight is long enough that I want to keep the Catalyst, so Deadly Poison is out. Dodge and Roll blocks for 5 next turn. They are going to be attacking for, what, 18 next turn? So 5 next turn is pretty valuable. And if somebody is poisoned for 8, then they take 8, then 10, then 12. 8, then 10, then 12 is 30. I think I like Catalyst just to get one of them dead. Or, oh, he's taking 16, 18, 20, so he is going to be dead next turn. We're always going to Footwork. He's taking 18, then 20, so he's already dead. So we'll neutralize on somebody who will be alive for a little bit longer. The other 2 are equal. And then we'll block out. We could Catalyst to kill the front one, and then Survivor to block out, and then I guess Dagger Throw does some extra damage. Defend also blocks out. No, I don't have to discard. Okay, good fight. Kept the barrier up for no reason. Whatever. There's a backflip. It's not upgraded, but I think we need a backflip in the deck, so we'll take a backflip. If we start taking a bunch of backflips, then we're going to be sad that we only have 3 energy. We could take Key here, but I think a second upgraded Catalyst seems pretty good. We have the time to do it, so why not? Hallway fights are pretty easy at the moment. We could take I think the question mark sometimes hurts us for more, so then we would be able to use the Eternal Feather more efficiently. And we're not desperate for card rewards, so I think I'll take the question mark. Because there's at least one question mark where I can trade like health for a relic here, right? I'm just gonna look through the events really quick to see. Like Ancient Writing would be. I would take. There could be like bandits or something, so we get an extra relic. Yeah, okay. So we'll take the question mark. It's a shop. Okay, we don't need kunai or shuriken, so we're fine to see those get milled away. We could take a second backflip. I think Escape Plan seems pretty reasonable. If we're hoping for more deck scaling block and we're a 3 energy deck, Escape Plan is kind of like a miniature backflip. Plus, we have like 4 attacks in the deck, so it's almost guaranteed to work. I guess we have 2 powers as well, but one of them is bottled, so it'll never come up. We do have 5 attacks though. So there's 6 misses out of sort of 21 cards that aren't bottled. It's not great against the heart, obviously, but yeah. I just like don't want to pay for it, you know. Like it's. I think I would pick it in a card reward, but paying $80 for it is like really. We could just buy 2 potions. We could buy a power pot and a colorless pot. I'm not sure what I'm hoping is in the colorless pot. I wish I could afford card remove. I guess I would get rid of a defend at this point. Oh, Kieran, that's a great idea. I'll buy the accuracy. I've got so many shivs. Goes with my strike dummy. Yeah, I think the best thing to do is buy the power potion, but it doesn't feel good. Alright, fine. We'll take another card reward. I think we'll have another chance at getting a key. And right now, we're benefited by having more damage or block. I guess Backflip Plus is not actually that meaningful of an upgrade. It's 3 block. I always think, oh, I don't want to take a Backflip minus because I'll see a Backflip Plus later, but you should just take Backflip because it's a good card. So we are going to take a bunch of debuffs, and that's going to make it difficult to block because we don't have any non-dexterity block source. We don't have like tough bandages or anything. Feel no pain. So I think it's probably poison, but just because I can't think of like a better option, and it makes us scale faster. Sucker Punch does apply 2 weak. I think it's deadly poison. All right. 2 catalysts in the opening hand. Let's see. I could deadly poison. If I deadly poison double catalyst right now, what happens? He takes 7, goes to 11, then goes to 33, then goes to 100. I mean, it's not how I was imagining this fight going, but I think it's probably the best thing that I can do. Yeah, I think we're just like saving all of these potions and winning this fight right now. Alright, come at me, Collector. You've got 2 turns. Let's see, so if we block out the minions, then he hits the barrier. Because I don't think we can block for 35? Yeah, we can't. So we just need to block for 14, which is Survivor Defend. And then I'm going to Bane him as though it mattered. So now we just have to block out. Oh wait, we don't have to do anything. Game's over. Well, that was stupid. Yikes. I don't want Storm of Steel. I don't want Grand Finale. I could take Alchemize. I'm not like super excited about it. So if I take Alchemize, I am eliminating Juzu from card rewards, and I think that I'm not going to do that. I already have full potions. Yeah, that was a pretty good shuffle. The deck is nice and thin though. It's not like a huge deck, so it's not impossible for that to happen. Which I appreciate. Because we do draw a quarter of the deck in our starting hand. A little bit more than that. Yeah, so I think we're going to skip here. Just because of Juzu, we're not going to consider Alchemize either. It's not like good enough. If it was Alchemize Plus, I think I would probably take it, but it's not. Can you ever get upgraded cards from this reward? I don't think I've ever seen it. Fairy in a Bottle is probably better than Colorless Potion. If we were taking Alchemize, we wouldn't want to try and carry around this Fairy in a Bottle for a long time. And it doesn't seem like we're ever dying. Yeah, that's true. Eggs do work. I think it's too... what's that word for like the thing that people do in Greek tragedies where they think they compare themselves to gods and then they die? I think it's too much of that thing to not take Fairy in a Bottle and try and keep the Colorless Potion. So I'll get rid of that, even though I paid good money for it. Oh, I didn't know that. No, it's not foolish. It's like yeah, there's a specific word for it. Hubris. Thank you. So these are all energy relics, so I'm taking one of them, because I need one. I don't really need to smith at rest sites, but recently I haven't needed to rest at rest sites either, so I'm a little bit afraid of taking Fusion Hammer and then having useless rest sites. But I have noticed that the games in which you have useless rest sites are also games in which you win, so if we don't need to rest, that's fine. That just means we're ahead. We could also take Busted Crown. We don't really need more card rewards. We do need more, like maybe another backflip. And Curse Key, I think, is probably the worst one because we're guaranteed to need at least one more. Oh wait, no, we did open the chest already. The only one we have left is Recall. So we could definitely take Curse Key and then just not open the next chest. But then the next chest could have, like, that Silent Poison Relic that's super good. Curses are bad for sure. So Fusion Hammer makes our rest sites bad. Curse Key makes our chests bad. So which one of those are we more concerned with? I think I'll take the Fusion Hammer, because the worst case scenario for rest sites is I get to rest or recall, and I need to do both of those. Alright, Awakened 1. Not great against Bottled Tornado, but whatever. You would have taken the crown, huh? Yeah, I want like a leg sweep or backflip though. And there's plenty of room in the deck for upgrades. We don't have much money, so we're not trying to hit a shop. We could hit a fire elite here, or a fire and then an elite. We've already done our mega elite, so we don't have to worry about that for pathing. We get 3 elites going up the middle here, and some extra fires. That does lead us with elite, and then another forced elite after it. If we go right, we get an extra fire here, and then a late shop. Late shops are not super great in Act 3. It helps you win the boss, but then you're guaranteed a shop at early Act 4. We don't super need the fires, but if we are low health, then we need the fires, right? And we need at least 1 to recall. So I think we try and sneak through these little question marks, get to this fire, hopefully full health, recall, take a little bit of damage, heal up, and then fight 2 elites and heal up here to take the boss. None of these other early routes are super appealing, so I think that's the play. As soon as I take this fire, though, I am locked into 3 elites, which is a little bit scary, but I think we can handle it. All right, so I think we can block out this turn. We have 5 energy here, so we get to double defend, survivor, noxious fumes, deadly poison. Seems good. No, we needed both. Oh, did we only need 1? Shoot. Sorry about that. I think we're letting him take our barrier here. Let's backflip and see what we have. Maybe not. If he's weak, it seems like we can probably block. We can dodge and roll, defend, and still catalyst. Being very careful with my math now. Yeah. Alright, we have lethal, great. Got to keep the barrier. None of the math mattered. We were way overpowered. Okay. Piercing Well's a nice pickup. That's the kind of pickup you don't get if you pick Busted Crown. You would have seen the Quick Slash. Is my interpretation of how this RNG works. I'll take Piercing Well. It's good against Awakened 1. Alright, I don't think we want Normality, because we're not going to a shop. We don't need all those upgrades, and if we can't heal, then rest sites are completely useless, so we're going to fight a boss from Act 1. Hexaghost is the worst case scenario for Act 1 boss fights. Let's backflip and see if we can find another catalyst. Can't. I think I'll be satisfied with 1 catalyst, that seems okay. Get the poison ticking, and block a little bit for next turn. Maybe he should have double dodge and rolled there, because he is going to hit us this turn. Oh wait, Piercing Whale, haha! So we get to just put some damage into him. Oh look, deadly poison. Alright, so we can block with 1 defend, and then deadly poison catalyst, which puts him to 28 times 3, which definitely kills him before he resets, which is the real goal. That's true, I don't need to block. Okay, so we can Crippling Cloud and Deadly Poison. Yeah, I always forget about Auric Halcom, specifically on Silent runs, because Silents are so good at blocking that I'm just like, so we're going to block every turn, right? And we should have lethal next turn. Yeah, Piercing Whale is a pretty good card. But let's be honest, what won that fight was the Catalyst. No. Liquid Memories doesn't do anything broken with the deck. The best cards are like Powers, which we can't get back, and then Catalyst that exhausts. So we would probably end up doing like Backflip or Deadly Poison or something. So I don't think we're interested in Liquid Memories, at least over Power Potion or Fairy in a bottle. Also, Pocket Watch is probably not useful, but whatever. This event has just really been sucking recently. I don't want the Madness. I don't need to heal. So I guess we're losing 3 max HP. They're only attacking for 11 on turn 1. So I can block with Dodge and Roll Defend, develop Noxious Fumes. Actually, let's Crippling Cloud, because they... Well, I think if I Crippling Cloud, I can double Dodge and Roll to block out. Let's just verify that. Yep. So then, double Dodge and Roll, and Noxious Fumes. Great. Poison decks are nice against Spiker, because you don't have to punch him. You just wait, and he dies. We can go ahead and knock out the Exploder right now, so we don't have to worry about him blowing up. And then I guess I'll just Catalyst on the Spiker. Man, this deck is just easy mode. We don't need attack potions. Dodge and Roll Plus is pretty good. Who's our boss? Awakened One? I'll take a Dodge and Roll Plus. Alright, this fight's a little bit harder. Let's backflip and try to find an AoE poison. No. Okay. Noxious Fumes. I think I'll play just one more card. Oh wait, no, I need to block. If I have Piercing Whale, he attacks for 6 and he attacks for 11. So I need to Piercing Whale and block for 11. So I need to Piercing Whale, Dodging Roll, Defend to block out, which I guess I will do. We could probably kill one, but we would have to spend both Catalysts. I guess this fight happens so fast that you generally don't have time to shuffle. So he would go to 12 and then 36, so no, he wouldn't die. Yeah, I think I'll just block out. Let's go ahead and weaken the one that's hitting for more. Alright, so I think the goal here is to block for 12 and then let this second one break the barrier. We can do that by Footwork Defending. And then I guess we have Bane, which does the most damage against the one in the back, who's also buffing his strength up, so he'll be up to 10. So we'll do that. And then I will Deadly Poison the one in the front. He's got a lot of strength as well. Okay, can we kill the one in the back? So he's at... We'd have to both Crippling Cloud and Deadly Poison, and then we can block out with Survivor. So yes. Alright, just one left, and he is at fairly low health total. Why did I draw so many cards there? Oh, I pocket watched. Okay, so we can block out with Dodge and Roll Backflip. So I'll do that. And then I guess we can Sucker Punch to keep weak going, and Dodge and Roll to make it easier to block out next turn. Who am I kidding? He's dead next turn. Alright, we can get him up to extreme poison levels for science. Okay. I don't think I want a third deadly poison, so I'm going to pass on these. Alright, so are we committing to the 3 elite line? It's a bit of a waste of this first campfire if I do, because I heal for 12 just for walking in the door. But I think I'll do it anyway. And I'll take the recall. Alright, Nemesis is not too bad. You can poison him pretty easily. Develop some weak, even though that costs us pocket watch draws for next turn. Okay, so he's taking the barrier no matter what we do. I guess we'll draw a card. Okay, and I'll develop dodge and roll. And then let pocket wedge proc. Right, he's not attacking, so we can Deadly Cloud, Crippling Cloud Catalyst. I don't know how much damage it does, but it's the most we can get, so might as well do it. He's never going to multi-attack, I guess. We should probably Catalyst here. It doesn't kill him, but it does set him up to die next turn. So we're going to do Catalyst max block, and that is dodge and roll, piercing whale. Taking a pretty good amount of damage here. And we'll defend so we don't get burned. Oh, I guess we had a dodge and roll block, so it didn't matter. Okay, liquid bronze is pretty good. We're not going to be able to carry it all the way to the heart, and it's not particularly good against either Reptomancer or Giant Head, so I don't think it's better than either of these potions. Take a second Crippling Cloud. I don't think we need that, and it makes the deck a little clunkier, so I think we'll pass on it. We just need like a leg sweep now. I think it would be the only card we'd take. We'll definitely take Whetstone. Sweet, Sucker Punch. We had 2 random upgrades hit dagger throws this game. I guess that one wasn't random at all, because there were only 2 unupgraded attacks in the deck. Okay. So I guess we'll rest, even though most of it's wasted. We only healed for like 4 there. We did not take Curse Key, so we get this. Stirring Fish is totally useless. I'd rather Piercing Whale on a multi-attack turn, but it seems like we're going to struggle to block out otherwise. We definitely want to develop Noxious Fumes. Maybe it's time to play the other Power Potion. As Silent, though, if you pick Power Potion, you kind of want to save that for when you need Wraith Form. So I guess I can block out with all 3, so I'll do it. And then we're not getting Pocket Watch to go off, but that's okay. I think we'll rarely get Pocket Watch to go off on the first turn because we have Lantern. And I will Bane. Oh, I guess Bane blocks out, huh? Maybe we could have blocked out without... Actually, yeah, I think we can block out without Pocket Watch there, so I'm going to restart. I was not considering the block from Bane. We're giving up a little bit of next turn block. But it's only 5. And we get to draw 3 cards instead, so it seems fine. We'll hit the one with more health. All right, this is the turn we need a Wraith form. Can I have a 0-cost Wraith form, please? No, you cannot. Okay, I guess I'll take After Image then. So if we Crippling Cloud double Catalyst, she goes to 10 and then 30, then 90. So she probably dies in 2 turns. However, that would be not blocking at all. So the 25 would break the barrier, and then we would hit for 32 plus 18 is 50. So we would survive technically, but then we'd be going into the next elite with 12 health, unless that question mark is a heal. Oh wait, she would be weakened, and they would be weakened too, so it's slightly less damage than that. So it's okay. So 25% of 16 is 4 because that divides evenly. So she would do 12 times 2, so she'd do 24, and 25% of 9 is 2. Wait, no, it's 3 in this game, so they would do 6. So I'd be taking 12 plus 24. Yeah. 36 is not too bad. I think we'd probably survive the next fight if we take 36 right here. Do we have to? It's not clear what the other play would be. We could, like... we could try to defend a bunch. Let's see, if we kill the front dagger... there's no practical way to kill him that isn't Catalyst. If we Crippling Cloud and Sucker Punch him, he does die. So we could Crippling Cloud, Sucker Punch, and then Dodge and Roll plus. Yeah, Crippling Cloud is both the most block and the most damage, so I guess let's just play Crippling Cloud. I wasn't considering that I get block from the thing, but I guess it didn't matter because he's taking away all of our block anyway. We can just Sucker Punch him to death now. And then single Catalyst. But then she's 30 poison, but she's going to like last for way longer. We have Fairy in a Bottle. I think we're surviving these 2 fights. So we're going to go for it. Alright, now we just need to do a little bit of damage to finish her off. She's at effectively, what is this, 13? So we can just Deadly Poison Dagger through. Okay. Not the best fight of the run, for sure. Calculated Gamble Plus is quite good. In a deck that really depends on getting those catalysts, I think Calculated Gamble helps you get there. I'll take it. That's a pretty expensive Red Mask, but Red Mask is pretty good. Let's see, so the next fight is either Giant Head or Nemesis again. And I guess against neither of those is Red Mask particularly useful, because neither one attacks on turn 1. Red Mask is fairly effective. Or wait, no, Red Mask is not effective against Awakened One, because the Cultists don't attack on turn 1. The Awakened One himself does, so it saves you like 6 health or something. We also have quite a bit of weak, so it's possible that we could keep the weak up for the rest of the run, more likely, if we weak on turn 1. And weakening against the heart is pretty good, because it turns his first 15 times 1 into 15 times 0. And on future ones, it can turn like a, 6 times 15 into a 4 times 15, which is a pretty big deal. But we already have sources of weak, and like quite a few of them. We have upgraded Neutralize and upgraded Sucker Punch and Crippling Cloud. So I don't think we're paying 239 for this. Too much. Alright, we were perfect against last Nemesis, so hopefully we can repeat that. Piercing Whale is a great start. I could skip Footwork to get Pocket Watch if we play Noxious Fumes, Piercing Whale, Dodge and Roll. I guess we don't really need Dodge and Roll because he's not attacking next turn. Is that guaranteed? I think he doesn't attack next turn. I think he does Burns next turn. I guess we're definitely doing these two. And then we can either play this, or we can play this and something else. We have 3 more energy, so I think we'd rather just spend the energy this turn. So we'll Footwork and Backflip. Let's see if there's anything else we want. I don't think we're ready to Catalyst yet. Just for 4 is not enough. So I will Dodge and Roll. Alright, there are indeed curses coming in. If I Crippling Cloud, I'm definitely Crippling Clouding. If I Catalyst now, it goes up to 30. Which is some pretty good damage. I think I'd rather not wait for another shuffle for this one. Okay, and then we're proccing Pocket Watch. Wow, Pocket Watch has been surprisingly good in this deck. I did not think it was going to be that important. We still got Barrier up, so we can afford to just do some damage this turn. There's 3 cards left in the draw. So in order to draw most of them, we're going to Deadly Poison, Dagger Throw. Let's see, so we need to draw the next Catalyst. That's how we win. So I guess maybe we don't care about the Deadly Poison. Maybe we just Dagger Throw. Okay. This decision doesn't matter a lot. So now we could Bane for damage, or we could Sucker Punch to keep Weak up. We could Deadly Poison for damage. I think Deadly Poison probably does less than Bane, maybe more. Let's see, so if we Catalysted next turn, it would be for 34, so he would go to only like 100. So I think we do need Deadly Poison. Yeah, because then it goes up to 39 and then 41, and triple 41 is 120. So that would be lethal. So yeah, we need a Deadly Poison here if we want to get lethal next turn. Or next time he's tangible. Okay, let's Backflip and look for that one card. Same thing here. Can't find it. So we will play Dodge and Roll so that we're blocking for next turn. We could also play Neutralize. If we're only going to play one of Dodge and Roll or Neutralize, both of them block next turn. Dodge and Roll blocks for 8 next turn. Neutralize blocks for... So if we have another source of weak next turn, which is only Sucker Punch, then Neutralize does nothing. If we don't have a source of weak, then Neutralize can block for more than Dodge and Roll. I think I'll Dodge and Roll. Alright, found Catalyst. So none of this matters. And I guess I'll Dodge and Roll to block the burns. Oh, they were already blocked out from the last turn's Dodge and Roll. Okay, so we perfected this one too. Bronze Scales is excellent. And here's another copy of Backflip. I think that fight demonstrated that this deck needs the backflips. I don't know if it needs another one. We do have kind of a lot of draw now, because we have Backflip, Calculated Gamble, and 2 Dagger Throws. but I think 2 backflips is warranted. Alright, we can Piercing Wail to block most of the damage this turn. And then, I think we're not triggering Pocket Watch this turn, because I would rather defend and Catalyst the weak one. Alright, so we could kill this Exploder with a Dagger Throw, and then we can kill the other Exploder. Actually, Bane isn't enough. He would die to his own attack damage return, but we need to find some block. I guess we probably block the first Spiker and let the second Spiker hit our barrier. Actually, I'll hit the back Spiker, or the back Exploder with a Dagger Throw, and then if I draw the AoE weak, I can use it on him. Okay. Let's see, so we're going to Bane to kill the back Spiker, and then defend. That doesn't block out. So we need a Dagger Throw and find 2 defends, but then they're both hitting us. Yeah, Dagger Throw on the back one, and then Bane on the front one, and then he breaks the barrier, and that's okay. Okay, that seems reasonable. So we're just not blocking at all. I guess it doesn't matter which one we Dagger Throw and which one we Bane. Okay, I guess I'll just throw away the days, because I want to play all these. Okay, Catalyst kills him. I guess I'll block next turn. That should be the end of the fight. Cool. Caltrops is good. It's not good against Awakened One. It's good against Heart, but we already have Bronze Scales against Heart. Let's see, if you want to hit him for 200, though, I think we're going to be poisoning him by the time the first multi-attack rolls around. So we might be running up against the invulnerability limit. So I don't think I'm going to take Caltrops as an additional source of damage, because it kind of chunks up the deck. Calculated Gamble's reasonable. I'm afraid of having 2 Calculated Gambles, though. It kind of works against Pocket Watch. So I'm going to skip these. We kind of want to preserve health. We are going to rest here, so I'll go to the question mark. We don't need a relic this bad. This is potentially lethal, so we're going to leave. Okay, here we go. Pretty efficient use of that fireplace. Almost to full health, but not quite. Alright. We have Deadly Poison Catalyst on turn 1. So we could poison him for 1133. We probably want to save at least 1 Catalyst for his second form. We're probably going to play Perfumes as well. I think we're going to play Backflip. Or maybe we Sucker Punch to block. But we can play all those, right? We can play Noxious Fumes, Backflip, Sucker Punch, Catalyst, Deadly Poison. We wouldn't be blocking out as much. Although Sucker Punch, I think, blocks for more than Dodge and Roll. If you don't count the next turn block from Dodge and Roll, which I guess you should count. So Dodge and Roll does kind of block for 10. I guess the real question is, are we blocking out this attack at all, or are we letting it hit the barrier? It seems like we should try and save the barrier for later in the fight if we can. But we probably can't. So let's backflip. We have neutralize, so we can weaken him for 0 energy. So then if we double dodge and roll, we are blocking out. So we could save Catalyst for later in the fight. Yeah, I think I like that. Let's Deadly Poison on one of these. They scale up really fast, so they get pretty scary. I apparently messed up my math, so he's going to break our barrier anyway, so we're going to restart this fight. Because that's way too important to just waltz right past. Okay, so maybe... So we're still going to backflip. Because we learned stuff from this, so we can't rewind past it. And then I think we don't want to play Catalyst this turn, so maybe we play Noxious Fumes, Deadly Poison, Calculated Gamble, and we go look for some other stuff to play. Oh, the reason the math was wrong is because he got increased strength from Noxious Fumes. We don't really care about the weak, because he's breaking our barrier either way. Okay, so we can just get a little bit of damage in against the cultists here. Is there a card I'm afraid of drawing? I'm afraid of drawing Footwork. Actually, not that afraid. I might not even want to play Footwork. I'm a little bit afraid of drawing Piercing Wail, but not so afraid that I won't do it. Okay. Alright, we can Bane to kill the front one, or we can Bane on the back one to set him up. The front one's dying next turn anyway. We have 4 energy, so we could Footwork, Survivor, double defend. Footwork only blocks for... So I think Footwork blocks for 9, but instead it blocks for 7. Because he gains 2 strength. So if I block for 7, 13, 22, 28, and I'm taking 2, seems fine. He's going to die to the block return, or the damage return. I blocked for 30. Oh, I counted the numbers weird. It wasn't wrong, but it was weird. Okay, so we're definitely going to Piercing Wail this turn. And then this looks like Catalyst, maybe? Maybe do we just Crippling Cloud defend? I think I like Crippling Cloud defend. That lets us Pocket Watch next turn, whereas defend Deadly Poison Catalyst doesn't. If we Deadly Poison Catalyst, he goes to 13 and then to 39, which is not quite enough to break his first form by itself. So we'll Crippling Cloud to defend, and then defend. Alright, so now we've got double Catalyst if we want it, but we don't really want to get him into a second form. Yet. Bane blocks for 12, so let's go ahead and do that. And then weaken him. It looks like we can block him out with dodge and roll. So let's do that. Let's block him with dodge and roll, and then I guess I'll take a little bit of damage in as well. Damage is kind of optional in this first form. You kind of just want to like stall him out, and then wait for a good turn to break him. And it looks like we've pretty much stalled him. So he's hitting for 36 now, and we can block for 35. We can block out, or we can develop Deadly Poison. I think I'll develop Deadly Poison and take 1. We're also turning off Pocket Watch, but I think that's okay. He can't do this multi-attack multi-turns in a row, so we'll be taking less next turn. And we're already blocked for 18. So now we're blocked out. I'll dodge and roll to develop some block for next turn, and then Bane and save Pocket Watch. So we can block for 21, and we're already blocked for 8, so that blocks out. So we'll do that and Deadly Poison. Okay, this is the big attack turn. Okay, mostly blocked out. We're taking 10 here. Oh wait, we blocked out. What? I did the math wrong. I apologize. All those offended by my poor math. I can sort of feel myself going onto autopilot, so I need to be really careful that I'm not like messing this fight up. But it seems like we are killing him pretty soon. I'm going to block for as much as possible. And still take a little bit of damage. And then I think we're breaking him next turn. We are. Okay, so the next turn the real fight begins. I'm going to backflip so I can draw a dodge and roll, and then keep Pocket Watch up. But I will still play defend to block out this turn. Oh wait, didn't need to block out this turn, forgot. Okay, so now the fight gets much harder. We're not ready to Catalyst yet. I think we need more than 3 poison out of it, or 6 poison out of it. So we need to block for as much as we can. Let's backflip and see what we draw. Okay, getting weak would be good, so let's do that. And then, I guess Survivor Dodge and Roll blocks for more. Wait, do we need that much? We could block for, we're currently blocking for 17, we can get 16 more. Yeah, so we are taking 1 damage. What makes you say 15 to 20? That's an interesting, sort of precise range. I think I'm going to be satisfied with 12 here. Let's see if I can. So I kind of need to block the damage first. Well, we don't need to do 300 in 1 turn. I'd be perfectly fine to get him up to 100 poison and last a couple turns, if need be. I think we're going to backflip, looking for a little bit more block. There we go. So neutralize blocks for nothing. I thought he wasn't already weak, but he is. So he's attacking for 36, we're blocking for 25. If we're going to do at least 1 defend, so now we're only taking 2, and I think I'm pretty happy with getting 36 poison in here. So the next time we'll get up to at least 90, and that should be good enough. We need to block for 36 again, so let's dodge and roll, defend, and calculate gamble, looking for more. We can either survive to block out, or defend to block out, or we can develop 7 poison. Let's see, how much damage are we taking? It's 36 versus 28, so we take 8 damage. I think we can take 8 damage, develop 7 poison. No, let's defend. Let's block out. Take it slow. We've got poison ticking up, so we have the long-term fight already won. We need to block for next turn, so let's dodge and roll. And then we're only going to play 3 cards, and those 3 cards are going to be neutralize at Sucker Punch to get the most weak. He's almost out of weak. Okay, he's just voiding again. 42 is good enough for me. So now he's up to 120, and we just have to survive a couple more turns. We should be fine. Yep, got him. Alright, next boss. Time Lord, great. Donudeka was way worse. Because they start with artifact charges, and they start hitting you really hard right immediately. Speaking of hitting you hard immediately, welcome to Time Lord. Prepare to take 32. We're never using this cutting potion. So we're going to let the 32 bounce off the buffer so that we can develop Noxious Fumes, and then I think we are going to Catalyst on turn 1. We need to be a little bit careful because for Time Lord specifically, we do need Catalyst to hit for a bunch. Because we need to yeah, actually I think I'm not going to Catalyst because we need to do the last 240 of his health all in one go, or else he purges the poison. So we need to hit it for like you were saying, like 15, so that we're up to 45, and then we can triple it again. So we need to get Noxious Fume sticking for sure, and we need to Deadly Poison. And then I think beyond that, we're just going to dodge and roll Sucker Punch, or maybe just one of those cards. Let's assume that he's debuffing next turn, and just Sucker Punch him. Sucker Punch does damage though, which prevents some of the poison from ticking before we get to 240, but I think that's a risk I'm willing to take. Alright, we're losing buffer. Alright, he is buffing. So we can just poison him this turn. Crippling Cow keeps the weak up, and Deadly Poison accelerates the tempo. We could Catalyst for 22 to 66 here. Yeah, so buffer, Fossilized Helix just goes gray at the beginning of the fight because it gives you the buffer power right away. But the buffer is now gone. So, okay, so if we triple it, then he goes from 22 to 66, and we probably take like 3 turns-ish before we find the other one. So it would go from 66 to 68 to 70, and then we would double it, or triple it from 70 to 210. I think that's probably enough. We do have, we have no more Deadly Poison. I mean, 210 is definitely enough, right? Like, the minimum you need is 121, because then if you sit him, or I guess 122, because then if you put him to 241, then it ticks once. He starts to reset, and then he dies before he finishes it. So I think I'm going to be satisfied with taking 22 to 66 here. Yeah, and we can draw more poison, although that's not guaranteed. Piercing Wail's quite good here. Can we block out and keep Pocket Watch? We're frail, so probably not. If we Footwork, Piercing Wail, Dodge and Roll, then he's hitting us for 3 times 3, which is 9. So no, we wouldn't block out, but we wouldn't take a lot of damage either. We do need to draw really aggressively, though. So I do want to trigger Pocket Watch. So I think that's going to be the play. We could just ignore footwork and piercing whale double dodge and roll, which almost blocks out. We just take one. And the next turn we let calculated gamble and go look for whatever it's called, catalyst. I think I'm okay with that line. It's a little bit sad to not develop footwork, but I think it's worth it to draw 3 cards. Oh, he's hitting for less than I was imagining, so I'm already blocked out. Okay. Aha, we got footwork back. Okay, so we've got only 3 cards left. So it's probably like footwork double defend. Yeah, I don't want to calculate a gamble because then I only have 2 cards left and I might not be able to block for very much. Footwork double defend blocks for 18 plus 8 is 26, so yeah, it blocks out. Even through his strength up. We did get into exactly 241 without doing any math, which is pretty insane. So he is going to try to reset this turn. Wait, no, because he'll take the damage, but he won't change his intent. He won't realize he needs to heal until next turn. So we're killing him really easily here. Actually, we can just kill him with damage. You're dead right now. Okay. Was that perfect? I think that was perfect. Ooh, look at that score. It must have been perfect. Wow. Alright. Well, this kind of deck can definitely kill the heart. You have to get a little bit lucky with your draw order. Unnecessary fires. The hallmark of successful runs. We picked up Smiling Mask, so we can card remove pretty reasonably. If we White Beast Statue, we're guaranteed a potion after the Act 4 Elite, which would be nice. I don't see anything I want to buy. Acrobatics could potentially be, but no. I don't understand why you don't get a relic reward after the Act 3 boss. It really seems like you should get one. So we can't afford White Beast Statue and card remove, and card remove is probably better than White Beast Statue, so I guess we're not taking White Beast Statue. Blue Candle is not useful, because we just have statuses. We could take Prismatic Shard and potentially get something busted off of the Act 4 Elite card reward. I mean, what else are we spending our money on, right? It's either Blue Candle or White Beast Statue or Prismatic Shard. These potions are not good. I don't need attack potions, colorless potions. There's like limited upside, and Blessing of the Forge is not necessary with the deck. It's pretty. We've got most of the upgrades we need. Maybe we do take Blessing of the Forge. Blessing of the Forge is okay. I think it's better than Cunning Potion. Okay. Alright, so now our potion slots are full. Yeah, I guess we should have bought the Weak Relic. I mean, it turns out that it would have been better. I don't know if there's any way we could have known that at the time. Because there could have been an actual good relic here. So you have to make decisions based on what you know at the time, right? Prismatic Shard card remove, I think, is pretty hard to second guess. And I think defends are the worst cards in the deck. Yeah. That's a good point. It is less chances for Wraith Form. I'm assuming there's something busted, but I don't know what it would be, and since we're a poison deck, like, maybe all the good cards are silent cards. We can Deadly Poison Piercing Whale to block out. Is this the turn? No, I think not. Okay, I think I will Deadly Poison Piercing Wail. You could also, I guess I could Piercing Wail and then Deadly Poison to develop some poison, but then I can't block out and he breaks my barrier with some stupid little poke attack. We're definitely going to Noxious Fumes. Piercing Wail also peels off his artifact. So yeah, I think we're going to take 0. Yeah, we get an Orb slot because we have Prismatic Shard, so you could get a defect card, so you get 1. 2 of these cards do 12 damage, which is something, but then I'm giving up drawing 3 cards with it. What card would I want to draw? Deadly Poison Plus, probably, or Footwork Plus. There's not too many of those in the deck, so I think I'm going to let myself draw 3 extra cards next turn, rather than drawing now. So he attacks first, so he takes the barrier. We can weaken them both, which blocks for 3 against, or for 12, I guess. 12 total out of the 40. And then Footwork Defend blocks for a lot. If I do a Blessing of the Forge, do these burns do more damage? I think they do. Oh no, they don't, huh? That's sort of inconsistent. I don't know why that would be the case. Yeah, I don't see any play that's better than Footwork, Crippling Cloud, Defend here. That's so bizarre. Why not? That's true. This only blocks for 3. So maybe we should just Deadly Poison instead. Yeah, I think I'll take 3 to develop 7 poison. Oh, right, it doesn't block at all. Yeah. It just protects some health off the barrier. Okay, so if we turn around, he starts doing 8 times 2, but then he stops doing 42 and starts doing 21. So we gain health from turning. And we could turn for free with Neutralize, but we would probably prefer to get the weak on the Spike Spear, or the Spire Spear, because he has some different rounding issues, because he does like 10 a lot, and 10 rounds down to 7. I'm not seeing a lot of good cards here, so maybe we're just like going to like Neutralize and Calculated Gamble. So let's do that. Oh, it turned into 6. I was expecting it to turn to 8, so that's good. I guess let's Survivor and Dodge and Roll for sure. So that blocks for 22. Yeah, I think the Hexaghost fight is the only time you ever see burns, ever see upgraded curses, which is pretty weird. Yeah, I knew he was weak. I just assumed that the rounding would work the same way when his damage was doubled, but it is now working a much different way, for whatever reason. Oh, he only does 50% more damage, that's why. Okay, I thought it was double damage from the back. So if we block with Dodge and Roll Survivor, we're blocking for 22. He's hitting for 28, he's hitting for 12. That's a total of 40. So we're going to need some backflips as well. If we do all that block, we take 2. But let's backflip first and see what we're getting. Okay, there's Catalyst. I think it's a bit early. If we turn around again, that would be an okay catalyst. Going from 16 to, what, 48? Yeah. 48 kills him in 3 turns. Let's backflip one more time, see what we get. Yeah, I think I just like blocking out here. Okay, I guess we'll just continue blocking here because our hand's full of burns. Alright, we need to kill the Spire Spear this turn if we can. He's at 20, so let's go to 25, and that would go to 75, which is not lethal. Let's go ahead and turn around and see how much damage he's doing. 36 damage. If we just Catalyst him, it goes to 60, which is still 2 turns of lethal, so we don't need Deadly Poison. Deadly Poison doesn't do anything. So let's go ahead and Catalyst him, because that's as good as we're going to get. And then block for as much as we can, which is, I think, less than 36, so we're taking a little bit of damage. I believe we do turn around when he dies, which happens before Spire Shield attacks, so we wouldn't take the extra damage from that. But most of our cards turn us around anyway, so we'll just turn around. I'll get rid of the burn. I think we're just going to Deadly Poison, Dodge and Roll, and then Calculated Gamble for 1. Yikes. Okay. Taking some damage, but not dying. So we're going to have to depend on that fairy in a bottle to save us against the heart, it looks like. Go ahead and develop the next turn block and keep Pocket Watch going. Yeah, we're probably dead against heart. It's a pretty tough fight. Liquid Bronze is pretty good against Heart, though. I think it's better than Blessing of the Forge. There's Wraith Form. Even though we had decreased chance of getting it because we took Prismatic Charm. Shard. Even Wraith Form against Heart, though, is like... if it's on a multi-attack turn, he still kills us. We're at 4. But if it's on the big attack turn, we do block it out. So I will take the Wraith Form. And just hope we draw it at the right time. Alright, this is super drawer dependent. We don't have time to wait for Noxious Fumes in this fight, so I think we're going to Deadly Poison and then Calculated Gamble, and try and find more Deadly Poisons. We basically need to draw into, like, Deadly Poison double Catalyst. I think the way we maximize chances of doing that is we Deadly Poison Backflip, so Backflip first. There is one Catalyst. And now we need to defend before we Calculate Gamble. Obviously we're drinking that. Okay. Alright, there goes Wraith Form. We don't have any relics that charge up with Defend or anything. And I'm not taking 1 damage to do any of those things. Weak is... actually, he doesn't hit next turn. Wait, no, next turn is the first attack, so weak does do something. So if he multi-attacks this turn, or next turn, then this weak charge reduces the damage to 0. So we are going to do that even though we take 1 damage. Oh my god, I just broke my buffer. I'm going to reset the fight. That was... No, you can't. I can't take damage. Catalyst, that's actually a really good question, because most people can't have artifact charges and poison simultaneously. I don't know how it interacts, but the heart can have artifact and poison. So that's how he works. Okay, so we backflipped first, and then we deadly poisoned, and catalysted, and then we dodge and rolled, and we played calculated gamble, but now I wonder if I should play neutralize instead. I'm going to restart this fight one more time, because I am going to fit in footwork. Maybe I should fit in noxious streams instead? No, we're going to start with footwork. Okay, backflip first to generate blocks so that we can play cards against Beat of the Heart. And then footwork, dodge and roll, deadly poison, catalyst, and neutralize. Okay, and then if he multi-attacks next turn, they all hit for 0, because he's weak. He did not multi-attack, but that's okay. He is just gonna hit us in the armor, or in the buffer. So we get to poison and weaken him. And I guess we could dagger throw just to get some extra damage. If dagger throw draws catalyst, we're pretty happy about that, so we'll do that. Okay, it did not. We will not play dodge and roll, even though the block is potentially meaningful, because Pocket Watch is more meaningful. Okay, can we block for 30? Almost, but no. So we do die, but we fairy and bottle back up, so we're not dead. I will not play this line because of Pocket Watch. Alright, there's Catalyst. And just in time, too, because otherwise he was going to have Artifact up and we were going to find out the answer to a question. So I think we Crippling Cloud Catalyst. And then Bane? Oh wait, we're out of energy. I don't know if we can survive for 5 more turns. But it's not impossible. We need draws like this, where we get Piercing Wail on the multi-attack turn. I guess let's backflip first to block Beat of the Heart. Piercing Wail. Shoot. I needed to do that differently. I'm going to restart the fight so that I can Sucker Punch and Deadly Poison and then block out with that. So we need to remember how that fight went, which is kind of tricky, but I think I can do it. Okay, so we backflipped first, and then we footworked, and then dodge and roll, and then we had Deadly Poison and Catalyst, and then we snuck in a Neutralize. Okay, this is the turn we're letting him break our thing. I forgot to do Bronze Thorns the first time, but I'm going to remember this time. So we're going to Deadly Poison and Sucker Punch. And we did Dagger Throw because we could have drawn Catalyst, which would have been good. But we didn't, and we were fine with that. We didn't Dodge and Roll because of Pocket Watch. He kills us, or he takes the buffer away. One of our many lives. We get to survive the burn, and then block for as much as we can. We didn't play the slime because of Pocket Watch. He kills us, Fairy and Bottle brings us back. All right, everything is the same. We draw Catalyst. Wait, what did I forget about? I don't remember why I restarted the fight. Oh my god. I remember how to replay it, but not what I did wrong. I remember this turn we Crippling Cloud Catalysted. Oh, that's right. We drew Piercing Wail and couldn't play it because we played stuff in the wrong order. Okay. But that's next turn. Okay. So we have 3 things that remove artifact charges in hand. We have... wait. Is it different this time? Oh, we backflipped it first, and that's how we get it. Okay. So we Deadly Poison, Sucker Punch, Piercing Wail. Deadly Poison and Sucker Punch both remove artifact charges, and then Piercing Wail makes us survive the turn. Okay, we've played 3 cards, so Pocket Watch is... Oh, we played 4 cards, because backflip. We needed to do it to survive, so that's okay. Alright, we have Wraith Form on the perfect turn. Wow, oh my god. Are we going to do it? So we're going to Wraith Form this turn, and then probably going to Calculated Gamble. I'm not sure what we're looking for exactly, but... I guess Dodge and Roll Plus or Deadly Poison or something? So, okay, so he's attacking, and then he's artifact charging, and then he's attacking again, but he's going to be dead when he attacks again, so we win. Yeah, so it doesn't matter what we do. Just took 1 damage unnecessarily there. And I guess we'll stack up weak a little bit. Oh wait, we wanted to Calculated Gamble. We can still do that. I'll play the Neutralize first, because I want to do that. Okay. Okay, now he doesn't attack and takes a bunch of damage. We can even get rid of a slime and still activate Pocket Watch, as though that mattered. Alright, well we had to restart the fight 3 times, but pretty happy with that. Alright, first Ascension 20 Heart Kill on stream. And we got a little bit of time left in the stream, so I think I'm going to keep going actually. I think we're going to try and move on to a defect. Get that one too. Alright. Seated Troll Fun forever. Yeah. 3,000. Alright, thanks, Meow. Let's go. Defect. Well, this one's got to be quick if we're gonna wrap it up in time, but maybe we'll die in Act 2 or something. So okay, so we either get a rare card, or actually, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Here, I'm gonna back out. What? Okay, so we're gonna back out, and I'm gonna stop my recording.